Hey everybody, this is the fashionista, Merrick Brave, and you're listening to the Slam Fam Wrestling Network. Welcome to the family.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the SCW Show. I am your host, the 7-star Mind Alex McCarthy, and I'm joined by the man who counts three, or in some cases, the man who sits by the commentary table and does nothing, Jon G.
Seriously? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Sometimes the responsibilities of the senior official is to actually watch and supervise. And that was a training night where I was taking notes about the Larry Lemon and John Douglas's work. We had a nice meeting afterwards, a steak and shake, and we sorted out a few things that they could do better.
All right.
Steak and shake. Well, where all SCWPro meetings take place.
It is the very close to SCWPro headquarters. But let's talk about the show. Let's talk about Hell Hath No Fury.
Hell Hath No Fury. Right out of the gates. My favorite match of the night was the first match, to tell you the truth. It set the tone for the evening. Manders defended the QC Cup against, what is that guy? He's got some money in his pocket. What is his name?
Braden McBride.
Braden McBride, that's right. Braden McBride looking good in this match.
Absolutely.
Gave him a little trouble there.
I thought we could have saw a cup change.
That was a great match, and the reason why I think McBride was looking strong in this match is because he stuck to a game plan. He selected a body part. He continued to work it. He did have a misstep halfway through the match where he stepped in front of Steve's right arm rather than, and that was where the tide turned. So good looks from him. That cup could be his if he keeps behaving the way he did in that match.
I think it will be someday, to be honest. Second match was we saw Manders return. It was not, retain. It was not Braden's cup tonight.
No.
And then the second match that we saw was for the tag team championships, as the somewhat unlikely duo of Crotch and Jared Thumb came together to take on the SCWPro Tag Team Champions, JT Energy and Jah-C, Vicious and Delicious.
Yeah, after some shenanigans, some trying to get in on the promo and the catchphrases, trying to get in at the beginning, but he was living the pug life with his new unitard there. It was a delightful pug unitard.
There's
pug
so
life.
much wrong with what you just said.
Hashtag pug life. Hashtag don't call the thumb back. Yeah, that was a great match. There was
Jared spent a lot of the match on the floor, from what I recall.
He did, yeah. He was waylaid early on, but
yeah. And then,
as you will see, the two-time tag team champions retained.
They did retain, and it was quite an impressive retain. Crotch in about a year. In actually less than a year, Crotch has challenged for the SCWPro Tag Team Championships with 3 different partners now, all unsuccessfully. I wonder who Crotch would have to team up with in order to win those championships.
I don't know. I mean, he had Billy Gunn at one point.
Yeah.
Bobby Dahl.
Yep.
Yeah. The radioactive
and
Jared Thumb.
The Radioactive.
Jared Thumb.
Radioactive.
All
right.
I don't know. I'm sure that, he's not done going after those belts though. So
no.
Time will tell who he's going to team with.
Maybe we'll see Crotch and Jon G challenge for the SCWPro Tag Team titles before the year is out.
Maybe. Probably not.
Probably
not. I would probably spend more time on the floor than Jared Thumb did.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Next up, we saw the Boricua, Joe Acer, take on Tank Roberts. Can I just say it's good to see Tank again?
Yeah, Tank made a return. I think we're going to see more of that guy.
I hope so. I really like him without Mark Storm. I don't know what it is. Something different about him. Get rid of Mark Storm and he's all of a sudden a likable guy.
Yeah. You start recognizing he's a hard worker because nobody's screaming at you about how hard of a worker he is.
Right.
You actually just get to see him do the work rather than hear that the work's going to happen for a half hour.
Absolutely. But he took on the Boricua, Joe Acer, very talented, very capable competitor. And Tank's a former Triple Crown winner, but I believe it was Joe Acer who was victorious in this match.
I believe you are correct. I don't have much to add to that because I have a soft spot in my heart for those SCWPro originals. So yeah, kind of a down moment for me.
Yeah, understandably so. The next match saw two former partners collide. It was Shane Bender taking on Robin Steele. I was gonna say it was like when the Mega Powers collided, but that just didn't seem like a very accurate. Well, it's a similar analogy, but either way, in that scenario, I guess Night Wagner's Elizabeth, but we're Sherry. I don't know. I need to stop trying to make analogies. Go ahead.
Whoa, god dang, pal. What do you Night Wagner would not win the evening gown competition. All right, that's all I'm going to say.
He did win the skinny jean competition Saturday night because he was the only person in a 90-mile radius wearing skinny jeans in the year 2018.
I don't think they were actually intended to be skinny jeans. I think he put them on and then swelled up inside of them. They went to shaky.
He has been lifting weights. He's been posting those workout videos.
He's swole.
He's all swole that his jeans don't fit anymore. That could be. Anyways.
But Shane and Robin Steele, I think that's, I wouldn't say it's a long time coming, but it's been on the horizon for SCWPro fans. It was a great match. There were some incredible maneuvers delivered.
Worried about Shane's health for a minute there.
Genuinely worried about Shane's health when he was in a position not unlike the tree of woe, but in the middle of the ropes and took that kick to the back. Oh, that video. You can watch it on Instagram.
Facebook.
Oh, just
Instagram.
Just fell right on his head. Not a good situation to find yourself in. Took a nasty exploder at one point. It was a pretty rough match. And there was the usual Night Wagner and crew shenanigans. I know that they're a newer group, but I'm seeing a pattern here. There were some shenanigans
quickly. Yeah, definitely, and it led right into the newest member of the group, Xander Killen, taking on Dante Leon in what a lot of people probably called the definitely contender for the match of the night.
It was a great match, but skylarking as well occurred there.
At some point, the odds are going to be even, and these guys are going to get put in their place.
I find that hard to believe at this point, considering the fact that they've been running around the way they have. Surprised they haven't buddied up with Joe Acer yet, considering how many shenanigans he likes to pull too. So,
yeah, Joe Ace is more of a loner though. I don't really see those guys coming together. That piece doesn't. He is a puzzle piece that doesn't fit any puzzles, if you know what I mean.
No, you cut out for a second. What were you saying? Say that again?
I said he's a puzzle piece that doesn't fit any puzzles. Joe Acer. I don't see him aligning with anybody.
Well, he does align with the island of Puerto Rico.
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah. I don't see any other wrestlers jumping up to fight with him anytime soon, is what I'm trying to say, on the SCWPro roster.
Fair enough.
But the next match we saw after intermission was the tag team match of Sensei Bach and Jimmy Timms, and normally that would induce enough laughter, as it were, taking on the team of the Corn Boy El Ote and the Honky Tonk Kid Jay Sanchez.
How great was this match? How great was this match? Oh.
Independent professional wrestling. You are all on notice. The bar has been set for the greatest professional wrestling match of all time that I've had the pleasure of following.
The gauntlet has been thrown down.
We got a man karate chopping corn cobs.
we got a man who can't get into the ring without falling down. Young Padawan. And what did he say when he fell down? It's not me, it's the ropes. And then he bows to Bach. Have some respect for yourself, man.
Right.
Chopping corn. By the way, I was genuinely impressed with Bach chopping that corn. It has been gimmicked, right? He had a
Did say that on the podcast.
He had to slice it or something. It was a very nice chop. It was a very clean break. Kernels went all over the ring. For the remainder of the match, I continue to think that people were losing teeth when actually it was just kernels of corn bouncing off of the tarp.
Yes. And the funniest thing is, Sensei Bach and Jimmy Thomas won.
Yeah, they did. But we all kind of won with that match.
Yeah, we did.
We all kind of I got swept up in the Bachamania there. That was fun.
It was fun.
Quarantine.
Quarantine. Yeah. And then everything got swept up. We had a much more serious encounter as Travis Titan took on Deonn Rusman.
Wow. Yeah. They were making the jokes on Twitter leading up, the iceberg hitting the Titanic, and it was explosive. Mm-hmm. It was
absolutely was.
Irresistible force versus the immovable object. These gentlemen collided more than once.
And it helped that, it helped Deonn that Robin Steele and Knight Wagner were at ringside.
Oh, were they?
For a while. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they were there to even out the odds. Xander Killen would show up later, but Travis Titan did get the pinfall over Deonn.
Odds against him. And don't count that guy out. Don't count him out.
One thing I'll say about Titan lately is he has really been diversifying his arsenal. Because for a long time, for about, I'd say the first 6 to 9 months of his career, he was relying heavily the Titans cross, and it was seemingly infallible. But lately, he's been pulling out, a frog splash, Falcon's arrow, all kinds of different maneuvers to get the victory. He's been really diversifying his arsenal in terms of offense. And I got to commend him for that, although I do think the Titans cross is still very effective.
Yeah, it still is almost game over, essentially. I think that just, the phrase that gets thrown around in wrestling is well scouted. I think we've all heard Booker T yell that before. Everybody said well scouted, but it's clear that Rusman knew that the Titans cross was coming. Almost got in the position several times, continued to either muscle out or snake out. So that was a credit to Rusman's wrestling skill there, that he knew it was coming. So I'm thinking Titan's going to have to figure out how to get that move out of nowhere, which harkens back to the first match of the night, where I forgot to mention that, but the Hawk Drop came out of nowhere like a cutter. That came like Manders was able to one arm make that happen and get that. I didn't think he could do that move out of nowhere, but he managed to do it. I think that's the type of tactic Titan's going to have to use in the future if he's going to get that cross on someone again, because he's going up against guy after guy after guy who's bigger and broader than he is. So he's going to have to be careful, or do what you're saying, which is keep building the arsenal. I mean, he's doing frog splashes.
Yeah. But at this time, after the match, of course, Killen and Wagner and Steele and Rusman, and they were all beating on Titan. Dante Leon came out to try to even the odds, but I don't know what's going to happen.
2-on-4 was not even odds.
No. Yeah. Well,
2-on.
Increase the odds.
Yeah. I'm just saying that he came out and it wasn't enough to turn the tide. He got boots himself. So.
Yeah. Let's talk about the main event. Hell Has No Fury. A Dubuque street fight, a women's street fight history making. As the Southwest
that was the glass ceiling.
That was the glass ceiling shattering, yeah. As the Southwest Spitfire, Valentina Loca took on the Empress of Evil, Reign Victoria. This match had chairs. This match had kendo sticks. This match had a table. This match had strikes. It had, a variety. Submissions. Absolutely. That 217. What's the Acid Rain? Yeah, Acid Rain. Good Lord. It was a cornucopia of violence.
Valentina Loca showed up with her face half painted as a dog soldier from her Native American heritage, representing half her Native American heritage. That was the ashen white war paint. That was definitely a sign that it was going to take off. And the ladies put their hearts into that match, and it was great to see two strong female competitors not only doing what they do best in a ring, but doing it as the main event. In one of the towns that we work. It was great.
Yeah.
And spear through a table.
Spear.
How do you like
spear
that?
Spear through a table. Absolutely. Spear through a table from Loca. Valentina Loca was the victor. And at the end, somewhat shocking to me.
There's more shocking from what you're getting ready to say. This is shocking, but then there's more shocking.
Right. Reign Victoria offers the handshake. They accept, they hug, and then Pony by Genuine hits, Jon G's favorite song. And the
there's something about my saddles. Yeah.
Jah-C and JT come out.
Jah-C.
And they come on down, and Jah-C basically says, "Hey, we're the main event. We're the main event around here. You're not gonna be the main event. we're going to come and steal the spotlight. We're going to pose. And they got some tender stick shots for the trouble. They got they got chased out of the ring. That was great.
That's just a testament to those two women. They've had match after match after match, and adversity often turns into friendship. They're the only two that have been down the road that they went down. So that was just a dumb move on his part to come and run his mouth to these two women who were still all jacked up on adrenaline. They were all hyped up. Come and run your mouth. Wow.
Yep. Reign Victoria took the microphone after she hit Jah-C with that kendo stick. Said, "Hey, maybe next time we come to Dubuque, we'll have a tag team championship match. Reign Victoria and Valentina Loca versus Vicious and Delicious for the SCWPro Tag Team Championships." And then
Jah-C laughed it off. They laughed it off. Ha ha ha. And what did the commissioner say?
Commissioner Sean Morrow made it official. June 9th, SCW Hot in Dubuque for the SCWPro Tag Team Championships. Reign Victoria and Valentina Loca versus JT Energy and Jah-C. Wow.
Amazing. Hot.
Hot, hot, hot.
Didn't I say it that? Didn't I say it? Hot. Are we saying it the same way? Sounds different when I say it.
Hot.
It's gonna be great.
Way.
It's gonna be a great night. Intergender title bout. We could be looking at new tag team champions. I mean, I know that's always the possibility when they're defending the titles, of course. It's always one of the ways it could go. But I've seen those guys put each other through ladders. Super kicks.
Yep.
Some vicious and delicious maneuvers. But do you think they'll be able to?
The women use kendo sticks, tables, steel chairs. The women have established themselves as being able to fight.
Right, but do you think that Jah-C and JT can actually reach down into their horrible scoundrel souls and get enough rage to jack a lady in the face? I mean, I don't know. I wonder if they can even go through with the match. I could see them just chickening out.
I don't think so. Not for the SCWPro Tag Team Championships. They're not going to forfeit. And I would like to think, as much as I don't always see eye to eye with JT and Jah-C, that they have enough respect for these women and for women's wrestling and for wrestling in general, that they would take the women across the ring from them take them seriously as equals.
No, I didn't say they wouldn't take them seriously as equals, but just not be able to commit to doing the match. I don't know. It's an incredible opportunity for the women, and
that I think they've earned.
It's an incredible challenge for Jah-C and JT. I'm interested in see how this one's going to play out. Maybe I'll come to the next commentary table.
Yeah, maybe. That'll be on June 9th, but let's talk now about this Saturday night, May 19th, Walcott, Iowa, 116 East Bryant Street, Walcott, Iowa.
At the Walcott
doors,
Coliseum.
7 o'clock bell at the Walcott Coliseum. Do you still ever, when people say May 19th, do you remember that thing with Kane from years and years ago? About any time anybody mentioned May 19th, he'd freak out. And then it was just the day his movie came out. You remember that?
No. You are the Rain Man of wrestling. My gosh.
In the 7-star mind.
Only you could use it for good.
It was storyline. It was storyline when See No Evil came out. that whenever someone mentioned May 19th, he would like freak out and attack someone, and then it was a Friday, and SmackDown was on Friday in that era, and he came out, and it was just like really anticlimactic, but it was all just to get people talking about his movie. I can't be the only person that remembers that. Send me your tweets at One Real Smart Alex if you remember that. Anyways, John, we got.
I feel like that story was anticlimactic. I feel like you thought I was arguing with you there, which I wasn't. I was totally believing that you remembered this thing that really happened. I felt like you thought I was challenging you there. Oh, I don't know. The big red mare. The big red mare's done a lot of stuff. All right,
that's true. Yeah. This Saturday night, 116 East Bryant Street, Walcott, Iowa, Walcott Coliseum, SCW presents Revival, and we have an exclusive. It's not often we get an exclusive. I was on the phone with the commissioner's office today. It's the fourth week in a row that I've called him and said, "Hey man, give me a scoop, give me something I can announce, please. I'm begging you." And this is something they haven't announced on Twitter.
What?
This is a Slam Fam Wrestling Network exclusive that I procured. One of the incredible matches that we saw this past Saturday night in Dubuque, that some people argue stole the show, some people called match of the night. We're going to see a rematch this Saturday night in Walcott.
What?
That's right, as Dante Leon will get his hands on Xander Killen one more time.
Wow. That's some good news.
I agree. Not from Knight Wagner.
Nope. Skylarking and shenanigans is not going to get you anywhere. Eventually it's going to get you comeuppance. Can I think of another one? No, comeuppance. Well, I wish Dante best of luck. I think Xander is looking pretty good, and it seems to still be in pretty good physical condition, considering having been out of the ring for a good chunk of the year of 2018.
Yeah, most of the year, most of 2018.
But we've covered it on this podcast more than once that Dante is in fighting condition. And
absolutely.
And he knows, both feet on the ground. He knows how to ignite out of the turnbuckle. So can't wait to see that match. Good, glad to see it again.
Yeah. Sometimes you say, there are some promotions that give you the same matches over and over again. I'd like to think SCW does a great job of not doing that. I think we provide some pretty diverse matches, and when you do get a rematch, it's because the fans demand it. It's because the people say, "I want to see that one more time. I want to see these guys do battle again. I want to see." I don't think the person who won is the better man. I don't think if these two guys clash again that Xander Killen to get the victory. That's what I think the people think.
Yeah. And also, in SCW Pro, when we give a match a second time, it also has to do unfinished business. When competitors meet in the ring again, it's because it could be at the behest of one, if not both of those wrestlers as well. So.
Absolutely. All right. And then another huge, you want to do a prediction? That's kind of the thing we do.
Yeah, let's do a prediction.
I predict that
you go first.
Go ahead.
You go
Xander
first.
Killen and Knight Wagner and his cronies are gonna screw Dante Leon again. That's my prediction.
So we have like the same prediction with like a slight tweak. DQ against Xander Killen.
DQ?
Yeah.
Are you gonna petition to be the referee for that match?
It all depends on who gets the assignment when the night comes, but we will be on the lookout for Night Wagner and his shenanigans.
I know a lot of people have been requesting just a podcast just to sit down with you and talk about your process as being senior official and what goes in, how you choose your referee assignments, and maybe we could get a recap sometime of your evaluations of Larry Lemons, John Douglas, Brady Thomas.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Who wants that?
A lot of people have been asking, what happened to Brett Hadley? What did you do to Brett Hadley?
He was fired for misconduct.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Anyways.
And Waldo, you'll never find him.
I don't know where he is.
And I had nothing to do with it. I have an alibi.
Okay. The next match we need to talk about, we don't know who the opponent's going to be, but we do know that the Shug will make his return to Walcott for the first time, wrestling in Walcott in over a year and a half.
18 plus months. 18 plus months away from Walcott. It's going to be like a homecoming. Doesn't matter who he's going to wrestle. Doesn't matter at all. They get to see Shug wrestle in Walcott. The town was practically built to put a ring in it so Shug could wrestle there. It's great. Can't wait. Hope I'm not wrestling that one so I can watch it.
Absolutely. I can't wait to call that one to see who the Shug takes on.
Prediction, Shug wins. There you go. Don't even know who he's going up against, Vacant.
I'll agree with that. Yeah, Shug wins.
I'm going to predict Shug over Vacant.
Shug over Vacant. Vacant has a very impressive championship pedigree, but not always so successful in the singles competition. Let's talk about the other match that we do know. This one's huge.
Huge.
Connor Braxton and Travis Titan against Deonn Rusman and Robin Steele. We have not seen Connor Braxton since he was carried out of Epic by Night Wagner, Xander Killen, Deonn Rusman, and Robin Steele. That's
talk about unfinished business, huh?
Absolutely.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Fight? The last time Connor Braxton had a tag match, his tag team partner was Travis Titan, correct?
Yes, so they do have a little bit of experience as partners.
And they were tagging against Knight and Beck.
Yep, you're right.
So, yeah, this feud continues. I don't know what they were thinking, injecting themselves into Braxton's business like that. But they've gotten into Travis Titan's business. They've gotten into Connor Braxton's business. This cannot go well for them.
And Dante Leon, I don't see this ending well for them at all.
Yeah.
I'm predicting Braxton and Titan getting the win via pinfall.
I would like to agree with you, but I think we've just seen that Rusman and Robin Steele have just guile and trickery up their sleeves. Something's going to give eventually, but I don't see this run ending anytime soon. Even in defeat, these guys win. So,
yeah, that's a valid point. And you take two rising stars like Steele and Rusman, two guys that were doing pretty well when they were going by the books, and you have them throw the book out the window, do whatever they want, do whatever they have to do. Their stock escalates dramatically, in my opinion. So, it could go either way. I'm going to go with the former champion, Connor Braxton, and Travis Titan, who I think is going to be one of the next champions of SCW. But it's this Saturday night, 116 East Bryant Street, Walcott, Iowa, Walcott Coliseum, SCWPro Revival. John, why don't you go ahead and tell these fine folks where they can find you on social media?
You can follow me at The Real Jon G. 123. Don't put an H in my name. Where can we follow you at, Alex?
You can follow me at One Real Smart Alex, the number 1 Real Smart Alex. And you can follow SCW at SCWPro on all social media platforms. You can follow Slam Fam on Twitter at SlamFamRest, WREST, on Instagram at Slam Fam Wrestling, and like the Slam Fam Wrestling Network on Facebook. John, it has been a pleasure, as it always is, talking to you, going through the matches, talking about what's going to happen. For Jon G, I'm Alex McCarthy. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you at the show.